Have you ever woke up and your back hurts, or got out of bed and stubbed your big toe, and it's in a lot of pain, or you woke up late for class or for school or for work, barely had time to shower, you gotta brush your teeth while you're taking a shower, or like me, taking a bath? Question number 8 is that for me, at least when I was taking college algebra. But I can now say I can do this with my eyes closed. Literally, I cannot do it with my eyes closed because I'll be writing scribble scrabble. We want to rationalize the denominator and simplify. And we have 3 divided by 7 minus 2 radical 5. We do not want to have radicals in our denominator. We want the radicals to only be in the numerator. To be honest, we don't even want radicals at all. But here they are. They're part of everyday life. To rationalize the denominator, step number 1 is for you to multiply the numerator and denominator of your fraction by the conjugate of your denominator. So, our denominator right here says 7 minus 2 radical 5. 2 square root of 5. The conjugate of my denominator, the numbers will stay the same. The 7 and the 2 square root of 5. But the sign in the middle will be different. If this is subtraction, here will be addition. That is the conjugate. So, that is always a step. You want to multiply your numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. So put everything in parentheses. Well, at least the bottom. And let's multiply the numerator by 7 plus 2 square root of 5. And our denominator by 7 plus 2 square root of 5. And I have 2 ways that I'm going to approach my denominator. But so far what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take care of my numerator first. I'm going to distribute the 3 into the parentheses. So 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 2 square root of 5 is going to be 6 square root of 5. Remember, we multiply the numbers outside the radical with each other. We multiply the numbers under the radical with each other. So 6 square root of 5. And that's going to be the same thing for way number 2. Now, when it comes to my denominators, way number 1, I'm going to utilize distributive property. Way number 2, I'm going to use the rule about when we're multiplying conjugates equals to the difference of perfect squares. So for my denominator, first thing is first, 7 times 7 is 49. 7 times 2 square root of 5 is going to be positive 14 square root of 5. Negative 2 square root of 5 times 7 is going to be negative 14 square root of 5. Remember, a negative times a positive is a negative. And last but not least, negative 2 square root of 5 times positive 2 square root of 5. Negative 2 times positive 2 is going to be negative 4. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is the square root of 25. So 21 plus 6 square root of 5 on top. And my denominator, 14 square root of 5 minus 14 square root of 5, that is 0. So that simplifies out. We're left with 49 minus 4 times. The square root of 25 is going to be 5. So 4 times 5. So 21 plus 6 square root of 5 divided by 49 minus 20. And 49 minus 20 is 29. That is the answer. Alright, that's way number 1. Way number 2, once again, the numerator is still performed in the same manner. But instead of me distributing, I'm going to use the approach of multiplying conjugates equals the difference of perfect squares. So a minus b times a plus b equals to a squared minus b squared. Once again, multiplying conjugates equals to the difference of perfect squares. Once in our denominator, we're multiplying conjugates, therefore difference of perfect squares. We can say the A term will be 7. The B will be the 2 square root of 5. So when I do my difference of perfect squares, that's going to be 7 squared minus 2 square root of 5. That quantity is being squared. So 21 plus 6 square root of 5. 7 squared is 49. Minus, remember, we're raising everything to the second power. 2 squared is going to be 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. The square root of 5 squared. Remember, when the index and the power is the same, because there's an invisible 2 right here on my radical, the power and the root simplifies each other out, leaving me with just the radicand, which is just going to be positive 5. 4 times 5 is 20. So now we have 21 plus the 6 square root of 5 divided by 49 minus 20. And it's going to be the same answer as we have in way number 1. 21 plus 6 square root of 5 over 29. Alright guys, that is 2 ways to distribute our denominator. Either method works. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't stub your big toe like I do. Take care.